speaking of things you can do in the summer, it's time to get our fingers green. And every Wednesday, we like to inspire you with what you can do in the garden. And today, Ewan learns from Tanya Visser the art of pruning in the summer.
If you have put in some serious effort into your garden over the past couple of months, chances are it's looking absolutely beautiful by now. Lush, beautiful, colorful flowers coming out. But now you can't just sit back and relax. You need to do a little bit of work. And Tanya, our builder's garden expert, is going to show exactly what you need to do to keep your garden looking beautiful for the next couple of months to come. Tanya, very nice to see you again. But, you know, it goes without saying that your garden will always look beautiful.
Well, you're putting a bit of pressure on me there, Tiger. What you say is 100% true, that a lot of folks got bitten by the spring bug. They went out, bought some plants that were this big, now they're that big in their gardens. Now, what we want to do is use the tools of our trade, which are secateurs,
All right.
and extend the life of those plants. So we want to like stretch them, so we get another 2 months worth of flowering out of them before autumn arrives and the next change of season.
So what is that next big important step?
So this is where we start. Have a look at this over here, all these little seed heads that have already finished flowering, and underneath them, take a look at that. If you follow down the stem, there are the new growth. That's the new growth that's starting to come through. I mean, you don't even need to be a rocket scientist to work that out. I mean, there it is. New, look at that, new, and here's a new flower bud. That's because this was dead-headed, and that's the action that we're going to be doing today. Very simple. Go in with your little pair of secateurs, nip it off.
So just above the new growth.
Just above the new growth. Where you nip it off, that is now going to shoot out a new little flower bud to give us a whole mass of beautiful, beautiful carpets of flower.
Remember that when we deadhead a flowering plant, we're encouraging it to produce more flowers rather than put all the energy into producing seeds.
And look at this guy. Oh, the most amazing flowers. Let me get this right. The yarrow.
You're so good.
You know,
My hard work is paying off after all.
So you know what? We did deadheading on that side, and that bush is looking beautiful now. But what about this guy? What are we doing here?
Okay, yarrow being a herb grows very, very quickly. All right, you can see these are not only 4 months old, and they started off as little guys, nice and big now. So to maintain what they've been doing and to maintain this awesome flowering, we're still going to do deadheading.
Okay.
Okay, so deadheading will be, here's a fine example. Okay, this guy is now over. So what we want to do is take it down and snip him off. Now, that will just keep it going and going, but then this guy's going to start looking really scraggly in a few weeks' time. And we can see why, because if you take a look inside, there's all the new growth.
There's all the babies coming.
Yeah, so it's already saying, I'm nearly over, help me get along. So what we're going to do now is called rejuvenative pruning.
So basically make space for those guys to breathe.
Good boy. Right, so the way we do that, this is quite vicious. Don't fear and don't stress that you're going to kill the plant. We are going to prune this baby right down.
Right down to the bottom.
Okay, to the bottom, and you are going to leave these gorgeous new fresh shoots that are busy emerging.
This is heartbreaking though, because you have this beautiful bush of flowers and now you're just cutting it down to nothing.
I know, but we're doing this for a very good reason.
You've got to keep telling yourself that.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so we've done a lot of work on this one. Are you sure we did it right? Because there's literally nothing left.
And you know you're getting soft on me here. Don't have an emotional crisis about pruning the plant.
So I can't deal. This is murder.
Okay, you leave. I'm going to finish it off, and I'll show you how to do the next thing.
Find all you need to prune and everything else to keep your garden in tip-top shape at Builders.
Okay, Ewan, I know you're really stressed out about what we pruned and what that little guy ended up looking like, but take a look at this, just to put your little heart at ease, that this guy was pruned 2 weeks ago, and take a look at all the new foliage already.
Okay, I feel a lot better right now.
So you wouldn't mind giving that a good hack.
All right, let me get into this guy.
Because you now know that it's safe to do this.
All right. And also, like you said, because it's a herb, it grows really quickly. I mean, there's the proof.
For sure.
Great. You can hold on to that once again.
You okay, dear?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Right, okay.
So, Tanya, you taught me how to deadhead the verbena, how to prune down the yarrow. What else can you do with? What can you work with?
Well, right now in the garden, there are many, many things. So you can look at lavender. Lavender might need deadheading.
Popular one.
Or rejuvenative pruning, depending on how old it is. Gora is also a great one to do it on because they get really, really big and get a bit out of hand. They're very enthusiastic plants. All of your soft flowering plants, take a closer look at them, and if you do that, they'll go on for a way longer than they should have.
Brilliant, thank you so much, and I can't wait to get back into my own garden. Just remember, don't get too attached, emotionally attached to your plants, because they will grow back, right?
Of course they will.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Ewan, you know on Expresso we are emotionally attached to our plants. You know, after a heavy afternoon of pruning, you deserve a reward. And we could be sending you a Builders Warehouse voucher valued at 250 Rand. All you have to do is SMS the keyword Builders to 33728, and we could be sending that directly to you. Still got 15 minutes of awesomeness to get through this morning. We continue cooking with the melon, the wonder food today. That's after the break.